Hey, welcome back. I'm Jake with Broadway Home Medical, and today we're going to be going over the LiteRider Envy from Golden Technologies, so stay tuned. The LiteRider Envy is Golden Technologies' option for a compact portable power chair. This thing has been on the market for several years now, has a really good track record. We do have the most up-to-date version as of shooting this video to show you guys today. Before we get into the actual chair itself, we'll go over a few specs here. This does have a 300-pound weight capacity. We have it here in the Solar Flare Orange, but it is also available in 5 other color options. It has a maximum range of 15.5 miles per charge and a 3.5 mile per hour top speed. We'll put the rest of the specs up on the screen for you guys to take a look at, and we're going to get into the operations of the chair itself. So to turn the chair on, we've got a little power button here on your joystick. It's going to be common for most chairs. So we're just going to push the button here. You're going to see the lights turn on. That indicates we've got power to the chair. This top set of lights here, that's your battery meter. So as you can see, we've got a full charge. As you drive the chair, you'll start to see these lights deplete. And we always recommend doing our best to not let it get down into the red, as that could damage your batteries. The speed is controlled using this little dial right here. So if we turn it all the way to the right, that's going to put it at your top speed. Then you can place it anywhere on the wheel here to kind of fine tune how you want the chair to drive for your everyday applications. We've got a horn button here, kind of let people know you're coming. And then the chair itself is driven using this joystick. It's very intuitive, so basically wherever you point the joystick, the chair is going to go in that direction. Underneath the joystick, we have our charging port. This does just take a standard XLR charger. Just make sure that you're using the correct charger for this power chair, as it does have sealed lead acid batteries. I don't want to make sure you mix that up with the wrong charger and damage your batteries. Coming down on the side here, we do have a little bracket right here that's mounted to the armrest. You can take that off just using just a couple screws here that hold it in place if you need to switch it from right or left-handed use. You can also adjust how far out the joystick is by loosening this thumb screw, and then you can slide this up and down that bracket here until you get it in a comfortable position. The arms are height adjustable. There is a little thumb screw on the back here that we can loosen that will allow you to raise the arms up and down. You can also adjust the angle that the armrest sits at using this bolt right here. This does have a swivel seat, so there's a little lever right here that we just lift up that allows you to rotate the seat, and it will rotate in a full 360-degree pattern. So I'm going to swing around to the back of the chair here. On the back of the seat, we do have a little pouch. You can use this. We always recommend to keep your storage or your owner's manual handy. This does have the 1-inch receiver tube, so you can plug in accessories like an oxygen tank holder, walker holder, cane holder, a basket. It's a whole host of other accessories. Your freewheel levers are located down underneath here, these 2 yellow knobs. So if you lift up on these, that actually puts this into neutral, so you can push the chair. Just make sure we lock it back down before you turn it on to drive, otherwise you're going to get some fault codes. All right, so swinging around onto this side over here. This does have solid drive tires and solid casters. This is a rear-wheel drive chair. With a rear-wheel drive chair, it does allow them to build this a lot smaller and more compact, but compared to like a center-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, you do lose a little bit of the turning radius on that. Underneath the seat, we've got a little storage compartment here. Really handy place to keep like your battery charger and anything else you want to carry along with you for your ride. And we have a flip-up foot plate. The seat itself, this is a Golden's new comfort seat. It's really nice. It's got a lot of good cushion and padding to it. Definitely a huge upgrade from the previous seats that came on this power chair. So after that, I think we're going to get into a quick demonstration on how to disassemble the chair. So to disassemble the power chair, we're going to follow these simple steps. We're going to start with folding the backrest down. To do that, we're just going to push forward on the back. There's no latches or levers or anything you need to worry about. Just push forward to fold it down. Next, we need to disconnect the joystick. So to do that, we're going to push in on this little clip here and then pull back. We're going to take it out of this little clip and then just kind of tuck it down underneath with the base. To release the seat, we do need to lift up on the swivel lever. So we're going to lift up on that and just pull straight up and your seat's going to come right off. We're going to set that aside. The batteries for this power chair are housed in this little pack. So to remove those, we're just going to lift straight up. And then from here, we can actually disconnect the motors and transaxle from the frame. To do that, there's a little lever here we're going to lift up on, and that allows us to disassemble the transaxle. So when it's all disassembled like this, your heaviest piece is going to be the front section here. It comes in weighing at 37 pounds, which makes this extremely manageable for somebody who wants a power chair that they can take apart to load up for transport. Putting the chair back together, we're just going to follow these steps in reverse. So on the underneath side of the front section, you're going to see these little yellow markers, one on each side. They're going to drop right down these little cutouts here on the rear section. So we're going to line these up and then just kind of push down. The battery pack has these little wings on the side, and if you look down on the frame, you're going to see a couple little channels here. So we're going to take our battery pack, line those wings up in that little channel, and then just push them down all the way. All right, so the seat, on the underneath side of the seat, you're going to see a little post here, and it is going to fit right inside of the seat post. So just make sure you're very careful and that you're getting this lined up correctly, and it should drop right down into place. Then from here, we're going to need to take the joystick cable. I like to run it through the arm and then out the other side here, and just plug that right back in. And then we can use this little clip here to keep the cable from dragging on the ground. So after that, I think we're ready to take this thing for a test drive. All right, so we're going to give you a quick demo on what it's like to drive in kind of a real store shopping environment. So entering and exiting the chair, always recommend that we have the foot plate up when you're entering the chair. Make sure that the joystick is turned off so you don't accidentally bump it and have it move on you while you're trying to sit down. And then once you get seated, we're going to need to lower that foot plate down. And then power the chair on. For reference, I'm about 6 foot tall and roughly 200 pounds. And this seat actually does fit me very well. I believe we're in the 17-inch seat here today. And let me get this set up at about half speed. And let's see how it navigates through the aisles here. So like most power chairs, it's very easy to drive. The joystick on this is extremely smooth and intuitive. And as you can see, I mean, it's maneuvers very well. It's very responsive. We've got some kind of tight turns around here, and navigating around these really is no challenge at all for this chair. So, yeah. So I think if you were taking this out shopping, I mean, really, you wouldn't have any issues getting around. So being a rear-wheel drive, I mean, it does handle really well. So I mean, as you can sit here and see, it does have a pretty sharp turning radius. So I think next we'll take this outside, see how it does in the parking lot, take it through some light grass, and then give you our final thoughts. All right, and we're back. So we're about ready to take this thing for a test drive outside. We're going to give a little look at what it's like driving it through a parking lot. We've got some city sidewalks here and some light grass we're going to test it in. So let's get going. All right, so for this, I'm going to turn the speed all the way up. And, just, going through our parking lot. I mean, it's a pretty smooth ride. We've got some little cracks here in our parking lot that, you really don't feel them really much at all. Kind of like what we mentioned before when we were driving indoors. I mean, the joystick is very responsive, and even though this thing only has a 3.5 mile/hour top speed, I mean, it gets up to speed pretty fast. Now, this thing is not meant for really going outdoors, off-road, or through really thick grass, but we are going to test it over here in some, normal type grass that's not too thick and just kind of see how it does. So, I'm just driving through normal grass. I mean, we're really not getting bogged down or slowing down or really having any issues at all. So, all right, swing back around and try these sidewalks out, and then give you our final thoughts. So, well, if you can see it in the footage or not, but there's cracks and unlevel surfaces here with our sidewalks that I mean, you can feel these bumps, but it's not like jarring or super uncomfortable by any means. And again, it maneuvers and handles really well. All right. All right, so that's the LiteRider Envy from Golden Technologies. I mean, this is a really good chair. I mean, the track record on it has been very good. It's been out for several years, and really service-wise, we have very few problems with it. With that upgraded seat now, it's actually even more comfortable than it was before. So if you're looking for something that's really small, compact, something you can take apart to travel with very easily, this is definitely something that's worth a good look. So Golden's got excellent warranties, excellent customer service. If there ever is problems, parts are readily available. So yeah, I mean, definitely something you should keep in mind. So, well, I think that's about all we got today. Again, as always, we appreciate you watching, and we hope you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time.